Welcome everybody to the Sub 4 RA channel. I'm your host Rhino, and today we are going to bring you for the second time this year, Daytona International Speedway. Here's a look at your 36 qualifiers, in what segments they are, and your pole setter up there, the number 3 car of Bud, trying to become the first ADRC driver to win 2 races in a row. In typical 2019 ADRC fashion, the weather not looking good, but I think we will get this race in today. All right, first segment is lined up, ready to go. Look at that steep downhill to the turn, all the way to the finish. Very fast, very tough track to pass on. We are looking forward to this. All right, segment 1 ready to go, and this is going to be a huge segment right off the bat. Again, we're going to be led by our pole setter in the 3 car, Bud, who has really come on strong for their Narrow 62 racing team, looking to become the first driver, like we said before, to win 2 races in a row here in the ADRC. Starting on his outside in the 09 car, that's Matthew Devers. Row 2, Matthew's teammate in the 81, Wendell Scott. Next to him in the 72, that's Manny Many. Row 3, your points leader. 2 races to go, and he has got, let's take a look at it here, a 36-point lead with only 2 races to go. You never want to say it's in the bag, but this is about as close as it can be without actually being in the bag. So it's kind of floating near the bag. Maybe the hand's trying to put it in the bag. I don't know. Purvis has got a strong lead. Next to him, his teammate, the 3 car of Yellow Dale. Remember, segment racing, 4 laps, the winner goes on to the main event. Whew. Let's do it. That didn't take long. Our first caution of the day for an El Reco. Let's see. Looks like there's Wendell Scott already over on his roof. And who else? Looked like Matthew Devers started on the outside row. We're going to take a look at it here with the replay, and Bud, Matthew Devers off to strong starts, but look at this. The pack catches up to him just in typical Daytona fashion. I don't know if Manny Many got in the back there of Matthew Devers or not, but Bud's going to lead him down. Manny Many in second. Wendell, don't know if he just went over on his own. Tough to tell as I was looking at Matthew there. Either way, both teammates out after just 1 lap. All right, that was big for Jeff Purvis there. Your points leader went from 5th to 3rd. He's got a huge point lead, trying to seal the deal today. Remember, Matthew Devers, not the 60 car, the 09 car, so if you ever see him as the 60, not good. All right, going to bring him down with 3 to go, Bud and Manny Many. Caution on the track for the second time today, and in as many laps for, El Reco. Look like, yes, Yellow Dale. Yellow Dale on his roof. Let's see what happened. Bud, Manny Many, look like Yellow Dale. Little bump draft with Manny Many, but then just goes over. Looks like he had saved it, but then he flips it once he hits the concrete portion. Remember, this isn't Dover, this is Daytona. Take a look at it again. Had it saved, and then El Flipperoo there, unfortunately. Look at Manny Many holding off Jeff Purvis for second. Bud going to lead him down still. Take a look at it from finish line cam. Going to see Yellow Dale. Looks like he's got it saved, but not so fast. And look at Manny Many going down to block Jeff Purvis. Good job by the youngster there. And unfortunately, another race, another El Reco for Yellow Dale. All right, 2 down, 2 to go, segment 1. Here we go, Bud, Manny Many, Jeff Purvis. All right, Purvis just too strong there for Manny Many. Here we go, Bud, Purvis. Can Purvis pull it off, go from 5th to win this segment? And this is almost going to seal the deal. If he can pass Bud here, go to the main event, this almost locks him as your 2019 champion. All right, all the other drivers still have a heartbeat here, as I think Purvis realized Bud was a little bit too much for him, so he's going to try to make sure he gets in the seconds. Goes down on Manny there, shoves him into the wall. Bud gets the segment win. Purvis going to come out of this no matter what with a great points day for MDG Racing. All right, segment 2 on the track. Going to be led by the 3-car from the Narrow 62 Racing team. That's Golden Girl driving the Wrangler 3. Next to her in the 7-car, Chloe K. Row 2 has had a tough season. 23-car Hutch Strickland, and next to him, minus his Daytona 500 win, another tough season for Captain Crash. That's 89 Mattel. And in row 3, he reminds you that despite these being diecast cars, this is an adult diecast racing channel here. The 22 Miller Time car, Nero 62, and on his outside, the 1 car of Nasara Charunkel or something like that. Here we go. Oh man, caution it out. Somehow, no wrecks. Look at this. Nobody finishes though. Hutch Strickland will lead him down. Crazy how he got up for the lead, and somebody, yeah, Captain Crash, of course, 89 Mattel in the 10 car. Let's take a look at the replay here. Man, good thing that's might not sound like it, but a softer bear here, right there on the other side of the turn. I don't know if he got shoved by Nasara Charunkel or something like that out of the lane, but somehow winds up off the track, and then it's just a shoving match here. Somehow Hutch Strickland comes out of it on top, but still not quite enough to complete that lap, so we will still have 4 to go. Look at this. Oh man, that was real time. I hope you heard the thud and I wasn't talking over it, but here it is in a little bit slower motion for you. Still going to be 4 to go here in segment 2 once we drop the green. All right, Hutch Strickland from MDG Racing and Golden Girl. Oh, we have a caution for the 3rd time today for an El Reco. Looks like it was our leader. Down, set, Hutch Strickland. Yes, the guy with the football command name on his roof. Let's see if we can see what happened. It might have been Chloe getting into the back of him. We're going into that turn. I think that's what happened. Right in the path of Golden Girl, and Hutch Strickland goes flying off of her car to the outside. Unfortunately for him, and MDG Racing does not wind up on his tires. Take a look at it again. Yeah, unfortunate. Hut has had a tough year, looking to bounce back. In this race, looked like it was off to a good start, but too little too late. Oh, look at that flip. Looked like a flapjack. Great. All right. It wasn't so much the super stretch that got him rather than the curve, unfortunately for Hutch Strickland. We're going to be led down 3 to go by Chloe K from RPR and the 3-car of Golden Girl. All right, it remains Chloe K and Golden Girl, 2 to go. All right, Golden Girl trying to find a way around Chloe K to get into that main event. Here we go. Going to see the white flag. Golden Girl out of the race, as well as Captain Crash. Both cars on the outside. Let's see. 89 Mattel, did he get in the back? Couldn't quite tell. He might have, and that might have got him loose, and that's why they both wrecked. Either way, they're out of it. And Chloe K in the 7. Let's see. Nero 62 comes up for 2nd place. Not bad for him. Although I'm sure he'd rather have seen Golden Girl get in there and get that segment win, go on to the main event. Well, that's how the day's going to end, unfortunately, for 89 Mattel and Golden Girl. We're going to hope for better results when we go to Homestead. However, Chloe K has fallen way back in the points, but going on to the main event. All right, he has had an extremely rough year in that 6 car for MDG Racing. That's Mark Martin, qualified 3rd. Let's see if he can pull through today. Starting as outside, that is the satellite team for MDG Racing, Bayou City Bandits. Amber Clignatant doing well in the points, and that's 713. Row 2, it's Mr. Red Pill Racing's wife, Lady Red Pill, in the 11 car. Also having a tough year next to her in the 79 car, Chicken George, but look at, he's back in the 500. Row 3 took over basically minus the additional weight they added in that 92. That was the cup winning car last year. Has not had as much success this year in that 92. Taking over for Jimmy Johnson in that car, Legend Herb Thomas. And starting on his outside, done well for a stock this year, the 4 car of Minerva Luca. All right, kind of a pedestrian lap there, but Mark Martin leads him down. Lady Red Pill up to 2nd. Caution on the track, but it looks like we are El Reco free. Saw somebody go off the track. It was Mark Martin and Chicken George, both the tough luck drivers, but still unlucky. Look at Minerva Luca gets hung up doing a 50-50 grind. Let's see if anybody gets in the back here. No, it looks like they both go off. Remember, MDG Racing has had some tough luck on these sorts of tracks with that max track curve. Look at this. Minerva Luca out of nowhere comes in and boom, bump drafts Legend Herb Thomas to the lead, and she'll take over 2nd place. Take a look at it again. Nobody got into the backs of either Mark Martin or Chicken George. They just go over. And look at Minerva Luca. Had the 50-50 grind, but rebounds well. Maybe worked out even better for her that happened. She had problems off the start. Times it just perfectly right in the back of Legend Herb Thomas. He wasn't there. She'd be in the lead right now. Let's take a look at it from Finish Line Cam. Oh, look at Martin. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. All right, with 2 to go, going to be led down by the 92 of Legend Herb Thomas and the 4 car of Minerva Luca. Wow, can't believe it took 3 laps to finally get a caution in this segment for an El Reco. And I believe it was the guy who let us down to begin this segment. Yep, Mark Martin in the 6 car. MDG Racing has problems with those curves, and I'm sure this lap was no exception. Let's take a look at it. Coming in strong right behind Clignatant. Might have given her a bump. Not sure. Sure enough, look at that. Oh, man. On the car of Chicken George. Legend Herb Thomas going to lead them back to the checkers. And we're going to have 1 to go without Mark Martin in this segment. All right, again, going to be led down by Legend Herb Thomas and Minerva Luca, 1 to go. Well, we open the segment talking about Mark Martin and Chicken George having tough years, and it continues. Chicken George now out of the race, will not go on to the 5ths. However, Legend Herb Thomas gets his first segment win of the season and will go on to the main event. Congratulations, Legend. There it is, Thomas, Luca, Clignatant, and Lady Red Pill. All right, while they clean up the chicken mess, we'll be right back after these messages. All right, we are back for segment 4, and this is going to be a big one. Jeff Purvis, your points leader, finished second in his segment. Frank Klein, who was second in points, this is almost a must-win segment for him. He must win this and must place well, if not win. And he has not won yet. Come close. But he almost needs to win the main event to give himself a legitimate shot at the title going into Homestead. But he will lead us down here. Next to him in the 1 car, that's Sean from Redline Salvage Inc. Row 2, the 80 car, Nick Devers. To his outside, everybody's favorite party guy. In the 16, that's Vinny. Nightlife. And the 2 guys coming in as maybe his bouncers from behind at the bar. It's the 1 car. Somehow his wing's gone. Must have broke off. Not sure. Probably got confiscated. The 1 car of Kiko Motorsports. That's being powered by Dave Akers Customs. And next to him in the 12 car for MDG Racing, that is El Diablo. Al Pastor. Quick, somebody give me a burrito. Oh, we got a caution out, and I think that might have been Sean from Redline Salvage Inc. No, he's still in it. So that leaves, who was it? It was Nick Devers. Started in the back. How'd that? Oh no, he started in the middle there. Let's see. Kiko might have gotten the back of him there. Maybe without that wing, he's even faster. And look at that, flips it. Oh, he almost saved it, and then he does a barrel roll. But thankfully for him, lands on his tires. Frank Klein, smooth sailing. Gonna lead us down with 3 to go. Frank Klein, Sean from Redline Salvage Inc. I thought he got him last time, but this time for sure, caution, El Reco. For the Black Uno, Sean, Redline Salvage Inc. Let's see what happens. Starting on the outside of Frank Klein. It looks like the 2 Nick Devers racing cars / Scott Engineering get in the back of him and probably send him over on his side there. Kiko Motorsports almost guaranteeing he's not going to flip back over, rubbing him into the wall even more. Frank Klein, still your leader. Take a look at this from finish line cam. And man, that was quite the journey. He went almost the whole length of that backstretch on his side. Thankfully, he wasn't on the driver's side. There's Kiko. Look at that. Al Pastor, a little sneaky, sneaks in for 3rd. The 2 Nick Devers cars will start in the back. Start this to go with 2 to go. Frank Klein, Kiko Motorsports without the wing. Man, you talk about a strategic lap. Look at this. Frank Klein off the turn. Kiko Motorsports looking good. Sneaks in between him and Al Pastor. Klein goes down. Kiko Motorsports goes back up, and then Kiko back down to block Al Pastor. Man, some great racing there. Take a look at it again. This is just sweet. Sweet move by Kiko Motorsports. Maybe that wing, he's better off without it. Down to block Al Pastor. Frank Klein gonna lead him still. Kiko Motorsports right there in second. Here we go. 1 to go. Unfortunately for Kiko, he will not hold on to that 2nd place spot. Think Nick Devers maybe got in the back of him there. But look at this, Frank Klein cruising along, look like he's got it. Goes down low, thought I guess El Diablo was going to be there. He has to go back up just to block him. That might have been the block of the year. If Al Pastor gets around him, Klein to 2nd, might not get to that main event. The point standings might have been done by then. Nonetheless, Frank Klein on to the main event. Segment 5 on the track. This is a big one. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bayou City Bandits cars in this segment. It's like they own this, like the stagecoach robbery or something. I don't know, but either way, Ronnie McD, huge segment for him. He needs to get onto that main event in that 281 car to help him in the points battle going into Homestead. Next to him, teammate 832 car of Alexander H. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine ride, Jeff Flied. I don't know why I haven't been saying that all year. I love doing that. You guys probably hate it though. All right, row 2, 346 car. When he's run and qualified well, he looks really good. When he doesn't, it's all or nothing basically. 346 car, Mopar Mike. On his outside, the 3 car of Glitter Girl. Row 3, 3D Bot Maker. On his outside, Texas Terry. Oh, we got a caution out, but no El Recos managed to save it. That was Alexander H. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine ride, Jeff Flied. Take a look at this. I think he did that all on his own. Luckily for him, corrects it back to his tires, and Ronnie McD just almost like he didn't want to finish because his teammate wasn't there. I don't know. Not good for McD, so we're still going to have 4 to go, led down by Ronnie McD and the 3 car now of Glitter Girl. Well, we couldn't avoid it this time. Caution out for an El Reco. Let's see, who was it? Well, that looks like Mopar Mike and Texas Terry for starters. That's going to be your appetizer, apparently. I didn't even think they wrecked. I knew a car went off the track. That's Glitter Girl. She is out of the race. So lap 2 takes out 3 cars. So now we're down to, we started with 4 Bayou City Bandits. Now it's just Ronnie McD. Wow. What are the odds of that? Look at that. Oh, man. Tough lick. And then, I mean, the Bayou City Bandits, the MDG cars, just tough. They have problems with that curve, unfortunately for them. Look at that. 2 more out. No, we still have Alexander H. How could I forget Alexander H. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing still in it. So we got 2 Bayou City Bandits still in it. With 2 to go, going to be led down by Ronnie McD and 3D Botmaker. And, of course, Alexander H. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine Brian Jeff Line. Crazy son of a... Wow, Ronnie McD, Alexander H. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing looked really strong that lap. They run like that the rest of the race. Good luck. Here we go. 2 to go. Oh, caution on the track. No El Recos. However, Ronnie McD comes off the track. Unfortunately for the Bayou City Bandits. Let's see. Don't think he had any help. Maybe he did because 3D's closing the door, but no. That's all on Ronnie McD. And then the battle for first. H. Wheelin' dealin', kiss stealin'. Look at this. Oh, sees 3D coming, blocks the door. 3D goes high. Alexander H. Wheelin' goes high right at the end to block him there too. Gonna be led down by Kiss stealin', wheelin' dealin', 3D Bomb Maker, and Ronnie McD with 1 to go. Man, all you can say is Ronnie McD went for it. Take a look at this. I mean, pedal to the metal right behind Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, and then he goes flying, looking like some, I don't know, pretty crazy breakdance move sort of, but wheeling dealing, Kiss stealing, onto the main event. 3D Bot Maker follows him. Ronnie McD gonna slip in the points a little bit yet again. All right, 6th segment on the track. We're going to be led down by a couple of Red Pill racing cars that have really picked it up the second half of the season, including 4th place in points, Ken Castillo. Next to him in the 3 car, Stella Beans. Both have a win apiece this year. Row 2, a couple of stocks that when the season initially started, it looked like they might be battling for the title. Right now, battling to stay in that top 20 to get that Daytona 500 guaranteed start for 2020 season. That's the 00 car of Dirty Deeb. Next to him in the 317 car, Chef Squid. And in row 3, he doesn't crash boring. He crashes with excitement. That's the 68 car of Rusty Nubbins, has also picked it up second half of the season. And look at this, War Pig 76 has just come out of nowhere as of late. Here we go, sixth and final segment. Looking forward to it. All right, we got a caution on the track. El Reco time. Who was it? I didn't see the wreck. It's Dirty Deeb. I did see somebody go off the track, but I saw that they landed back on the tires. That was Chef Squid. Let's see what happened with Dirty Deeb here in the 00. Might have got a push, maybe not. No, it doesn't look like he did. Looks like that was all on his own. Both the stocks, it was almost like synchronized flipping. And then look at this. Rusty Nubbins sneaks past Stella Beans for second. Rusty Nubbins, as you should already know, with a big history with RPR cars and them ruining his day. Let's see if he can ruin theirs now. Going to be led down by Ken Castillo. Rusty Nubbins with 3 to go. All right, replay time. Let's see what happened here. Chef Squid running in the back. Look at this move he does in the back. Off the curve, flips it, on his back again, and then corrects it. And Rusty Nubbins almost wrecks. Manages to save it. 2 to go, Ken Castillo, Rusty Nubbins. Caution! Caution! We got El Reco City yet again. Welcome to Daytona, right? I think that was Rusty Nubbins. No! Nubbins on his tires. That was actually Chef Squid. Take a look at the replay here. I think it might have been... Was it War Pig? Maybe not. Tough to tell there. If he got in the back of Nubbins and Nubbins, luckily for him, lands on his tires... More than likely, I mean, that happens, you're going to get dumped. You're out of the race. Chef Squid with a rather boring wreck. I don't know if he wrecked on purpose or what happened there, but pretty boring. Either way, out of it. Here we go. 1 to go, being led by the Red Pill Racing cars. Can Rusty Nubbins break them up? Just like a dog that's been running out in the rain for an hour and you try to comb its hair, you got a tangled mess on that lap. Ken Castillo going to lead him back down. But look at this. War Pig going to try to give his, at times, arch nemesis, Dave Akers Customs car there, Rusty Nubbins, a push. Let's see if it works. 1 to go. I don't know if that worked or not. I don't know if he got in the back of him. It looked like initially he did. But whatever the case, still, Stella Beans with nobody pushing her here at Daytona. That allows Rusty Nubbins to get past Stella Beans and split up the RPR cars. But Ken Castillo, big for him, gets the segment win. And he will go on to the main event. Should be exciting for Ken, staying in it in the points race, as well as Frank Klein. Well, you know we're at Daytona when we don't even have enough cars for a 6th race. We don't have any at all. We only have 1 car for a 5th and only 3 cars for a 4th. So what we're going to take all the cars that finished 3rd in their segment. We're going to realign them according to who is the fastest qualifier. Take whoever's left would be in the 4th race. Same thing. Whoever was the fastest qualifier will run up front, and then we'll have Kiko Motorsports at the end as he was the only 5th driver. So it's going to be a 2-lap shootout. We're going to combine 3rds, 4ths, and 5ths. We didn't have a 6th. 2 laps. Winner will go on to the 2nds. Whew. All right, now that we got all the correct positions sorted out, we're going to be led down by the 281 car, Ronnie McD. and the 3 car of Stella Beans. 2 laps. Well, when you send 10 cars down at Daytona, you almost guaranteed a caution for an El Reco. Let's see, Manny. That's not a commonplace on this track to wreck. Is that Vinny Nightlife, it looked like, and his teammate Nick Devers? We're going to have to go back to see who even led that. I think it had to have been Ronnie McD. I'm sure that led this down, but we're going to go back, take a look at the instantaneous replay. Was that... And they're all bunched up here. Look at this. And yeah, Vinny Nightlife. And look at Nick Devers. Tough lick. And then somehow Manny gets tangled up. Nasara Charuncle or something like that. And it looked like Lady Red Pill perhaps got him, flipped him over the top rope, so to speak. Manny out of the race. Unfortunately for Dirty Deeb Racing as well as Vinny Nightlife. All right, 1 to go. 281 car Ronnie McD. The 3 car Stella Beans. Well, not very often do you see your leaders both go off the track like that. It must have been with some help. It looked like, yeah, coming down like a freight train. The pack caught up to him, and that's what exactly it looked like. McD, Stella Bean, sacrificial lambs at that point, and then Nasara Trunkle going to get a bump, or something like that, going to get a bump. It looked like from Lady Red Pill on to get the wins here for the thirds through the 6th. Let's take a look from the inevitable side cam. You see leaders flying off the track there. And the other cars, enough steam to complete this lap. Nashara Charuncle or something like that with Lady Red Pill, Amber Clignitant, and the wingless Kiko Motorsports. Yeah, not the kind of points day you're 3rd place in points once. Ronnie McD there, tough luck for him. That's going to shuffle him back a little bit in the points and perhaps put him even out of title contention. There it is, Nashara Charuncle or something like that going to the seconds. All right, big seconds race here. Going to be led down by Rusty Nubbins in the 68 car and 3D Botmaker. 3D's got to look out. Got the points leader, Jeff Purvis, behind him. Yeah, this is going to be dangerous, I believe. Winner goes on to the main event. All right, this is either the calm before the storm. It's amazing that we got out of this with no wrecks. It looked like 3D got a big bump from Jeff Purvis, helped him out, got him clear of the pack, goes down blocks Nero 62 while Rusty Nubbins takes care of the rest, leads them down. We're going to have 1 to go. Nubbins and 3D Botmaker going to lead them down, 1 to go. Winner goes on to the main event. Oh my God, caution is out. Is he okay? Somehow no wreck. 3D Bombmaker, not enough to finish this and win the seconds. Jeff Purvis, your points leader off the track, but okay. Rusty Nubbins took, that might have been the wreck of the year right there in the 68, and then Nasara Trunkle or something like that. Let's take a look at this. I think Purvis might have gotten the back of him here. Oh yeah, already hit him once. Look at, there goes Nasara Trunkle or something like that. Look at that. NASA, we have liftoff. And then Jeff Purvis rolling around like a pig in mud right there. And then 3D Bombmaker, I don't know, he just, with all that going on, somehow did not have enough to finish. Let's take a look. Look at this. Oh, real time. That was real time. Look at it again. Slow motion. Rocket Man. Oh, just like 3D. Hope I don't get a copyright strike. But anyways, oh man, speaking of 3D, into the wall. Maybe into the wall again there. That's what did him. And look at this. Look at the stills. We took stills. Oh man, that might have been the biggest wreck of the season. Huge. But somehow lands on his tires and is still in it. As well as Nasara Trunkle or something like that. And your points leader, Jeff Purvis. I'm sure that's what all the other cars in this series did not want to see. Those are trying to catch him, at least anyways. But we're going to be still 1 to go. 3D Bot Maker and the 22 car of Nero 62. Oh man, I didn't give him a chance in hell to win this seconds to go on to the main event, but he did just that. It looked like, man, he timed that restart just right. Never had any contact from behind from Al Pastor. There goes Nero 62 flying off the track. And your seconds winner going on to the main event is 3D Bot Maker, followed by El Diablo Al Pastor. Look at finish line cam. It's not going to show you anything different results-wise. 3D Bot Maker going on to your main event. Daytona, you never know. I'm telling you right now, you never know what's going to happen here at Daytona. That's the last main event that 3D Bot Maker, Johann Sebastian Bach, 3D Bot Maker made it to. So he does the bookends. Whatever. He's on in the main event. What time is it? Main event time! That's right, this is a huge one. Bud looking to become the very first ADRC driver to get back-to-back victories. And this would put him a heck of a lot closer. It already is in the point standings. Might still be too far out of it. Might be too little too late. But nonetheless, in it. Frank Klein, this is huge. Looking for his first win, and he's going to need as many points as he can to go into the last race at Homestead to try to catch Jeff Purvis. Same goes for his teammate in the 75 car, row 2 of Ken Castillo. These guys need a win, plain and simple. Next to Castillo, 832 car of Alexander H. Kistlein Wheelin' Dealin'. And then she's had an up and down year. Right now, this race, definitely up for her in the 7 car, Chloe K, also Red Pill Racing. First time in the main event, the 92 car of Legend Herb Thomas. And look at this, hasn't been in a main event since Daytona to open the year. That's 3D Bot Maker. 4 laps. Huge, huge race. Can't tell you how huge this is. Here we go. 4 to go. Let's do it. Caution already out for an El Rico. Who was it? Looked like it was towards the back. It might have been 3D. That's Alexander H. Kistlein Wheelin' Dealin'. And yes, 3D Bot Maker, unfortunately for him, out of the race. Let's see what happened here. The Bayou City Bandits, like we said. Oh, look at 3D comes off the track there. Does a flip, lands into lane 2 on his back. Wow, like some sort of sunset flip wrestling maneuver while Kistlein Wheelin' Dealin'. Again, for those 2 teams associated, we said MDG and Bayou City Bandits having trouble with the curve. He's off. Bud leads it with 3 to go. On his outside, Ken Castillo. Can Frank Klein get back in this now? All right, nice clean lap there. 2 to go. Bud, Chloe K. Can Red Pill swallow up the Nero 62 Racing number 3 Bud car? All right, they didn't complete that lap, so we'll still have 2 to go. Looked like RPR teamed up really well. Gonna have him try to have him boxed in here, and they do a really good job. Don't know if Bud might have went up there to block or not, but either way, gets turned around. Legend Herb Thomas moving up there a little bit himself. Does not quite complete the lap, so we're still gonna have 2 to go. Bud and Chloe K now. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody catching Bud. What a strong lap. We're coming up on white flag, 1 to go, but that was pretty big. Ken Castillo passed teammate Chloe K right before the checkers. He's in second, and Frank Klein going to start right behind him on the outside. Can these guys that desperately need a win and the points, can they move up just a little bit? Here we go, 1 to go. What a tremendous piece of racing here by Ken Castillo. Take a look at this. Has a little bit of a lead on the outside. Frank Klein right behind him. Look at this, coming off the turn, neck and neck. Comes down a little bit, slides off of Bud's car right in front of him. And it's smooth sailing for Ken Castillo after that. Bud, Frank Klein get into it. Look like Legend Herb Thomas. Actually, that's going to hurt. Frank Klein comes up for third. Real-time racing. Oh, man. Take a look at finish line cam now, slow motion style. Yeah, Frank Klein actually fourth now, so one less point for him. Oh, Bud wanted that back-to-back win so bad. It looked like he had it, but what? He saved the best pass for last for him this day here at Daytona. Ken Castillo gets the win, his second win of the season. Big win, big day for RPR Racing. They didn't get close the points as much as they wanted to, especially for Ken Castillo and Frank Klein. And now we're getting word from the back that there is mathematically only 3 drivers left now. We're going to go through the top 30 in points, but there is only 3 drivers mathematically alive at this point. We'll get to that in a second, but congratulations, Ken Castillo. Man, that was such a great pass. Bud's such a strong car, but they had the numbers today, RPR did. All right, before we get to the points, we need to go down to the Sub 4 RA Victory Lane podium brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. Remember, if it wasn't built by Dave, oh man, was built by somebody else, I'm sorry. And here he is for the second time in the Sub 4 RA Victory Lane. Ken Castillo for Red Pill Racing. Congratulations goes out to him. Big win for the points. Now, the only person to pick Ken Castillo was Gatorade Cup Series X94. So congratulations goes out to him. And here it is. We know you want to see it. Here is the 2019 point standings with only one race to go. We're only going to list the top 30 because remember, it's also important to get in the top 20, guarantee you a Daytona 500 start. But look at this, 25-point lead for Jeff Purvis going into the last race, 29 over Ken Castillo. The only 3 drivers mathematically that can win the title there. Ronnie McD slips a little bit too much today. Bud, it's almost a little bit too little too late for him. A race win would have been big, would have perhaps gave him an extremely outside chance at the title. But take a look at this here. A little bit different, that top 10, than what qualified for the All-Star race. And then as we get down here, these cars look all pretty safe, even at Homestead. Top 20 guaranteed at Homestead. And then after that, whoever's in the top 20, as long as they're racing in 2020, will get a Daytona 500 automatic entry into that. So look at this. Chef Squid, 3D Bomb Maker, Glitter Girl. We thought she might contend for the title, but right now is in 20th. Lady Red Pill only 7 back, and so on and so forth. So really bunched up there for the top 20. Going to take a look at the rest of these here. Guys that mathematically maybe not still eligible in that top 20, but we're going to put them down anyways. Whew. But after the end of Homestead, we'll have a complete rundown in points, including the guys towards the back. That way everybody knows where everybody finished. I'm going to round this out with your Daytona 500 winner, 89 Mattel. All right, comment down below what you thought of the race, the track, and the point standings going forward for not only, obviously, the championship, who do you think is going to pull that out, but the top 20 as well. And also comment down below what you think of putting the point standings after the race instead of its own separate video after the race post. So comment down below with all that stuff. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at Homestead.